my head with my boys and not being able to just go out and play in our backyard like we used to.
Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to an episode of He Rants. I'm your host, Felix Long Trousers.
That's it.
All right, let's not waste no more time. Let's get right into this reaction.
Watching my ex thrive, it's a beautiful thing, but it's really triggering for me because I walked away with literally having to start over after 12 years of starting over, of wondering if I'm going to be able to keep a roof over my head with my boys.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't know how she expects me to feel sorry for her. Most likely, I don't know if she said it, but most likely she initiated the divorce, right? I mean, let's be honest. If you look at the statistics, what was it, like 70, 80% of women are the ones who initiate divorces, right? So most likely, if we're going based off the number, there's only like a 20% chance that he initiated divorce, right? So now that he's out here thriving, don't get me wrong, she's definitely mad, right? She's definitely mad that he's driving. Like, damn, how the hell is he doing good? She talking about like, oh, now I'm homeless. I'm scared that I might be like homeless, and how am I have to start over and everything. How am I gonna go and push forward? To me, I'm not trying to hear that, because dudes have been going through that through every divorce. How many stories have you heard from dudes talking about like, yo, once I got divorced, I lost everything. I lost the house, the kids, everything. I had to start over. You don't usually hear that from women, right? You usually, if I've never actually, I was about to say it's rare, but I've never even heard of. I've never heard a woman say like, I had to start over. I really had to like really go back, try to get my money up, start over. I never heard that from women. So they usually end up being somewhat better off after they've gotten divorced. Sometimes financially, at least, especially if the guy is like, affluent. You know what I'm saying? He's been making some good money. They usually be a little bit okay. And then they get child support. Who knows? They might even be getting alimony. So I'm really, really confused. Unless she was the breadwinner, I don't know. That's the only way I could think. But she has the kids too. But I mean, she could be the breadwinner and still have custody of the kids. I'm not sure. Let me stop rapping. Let's keep going.
My head with my boys and not being able to just go out and play in our backyard like we used to.
And you know what, man? Any guy who gets left, maybe his wife divorces him or his girlfriend leaves him, every man should strive to achieve this level of success and thrive this much that your former girlfriend or your ex-wife opens up her front camera and tells the world your success literally is triggering her. She literally said it triggers her. She's triggered.
Yeah, that's the end of the video. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. For those guys who get divorced, right? Yeah, definitely. I think that's the main goal of a lot of guys who get divorced, right? Right? If not almost 100%, 99% of them, when they get the divorce, they're definitely looking at it like, okay, I'm going to have to make my money up, right? But then there's also a squad of them that's probably thinking to themselves like, okay, I got to make my money low, because if this woman is getting alimony and child support or anything like that, I got to show the courts that I'm not really making as much money as I used to. So the payments and everything go down. There's also that group of individuals too. So I mean, that's also something that can be played with as well. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, it makes sense to me. I don't understand what did she want? That's the question, right? Did she want him to just suffer and be in turmoil and everything? I honestly think that is the main goal sometimes, right? I feel like, and a lot of joints is not going to admit this, but I feel like once the divorce happens, right? I don't care how happy they try to make themselves seem like, oh yeah, it was a chill, easy going divorce and everything. They want that dude to fail, right? They want him to be like, hey, I wish that we never got divorced. She wants him to regret the fact that they had to go through this divorce that she initiated. Most likely, right? Most likely the divorce that she initiated. She wants to be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. You're the best I've ever had. I can't get anybody to replace. That's the main goal, I feel like, sometimes that they want to have out there, son. I honestly do believe that's really what it is. To be honest with you, I feel like these videos are going to be somewhat less and less when it comes to the divorces and everything, right? Being that dudes is like wisening up now, man. I feel like a lot of dudes is getting older and realizing like, marriage might not be what it's cracked up to be, right? A lot of joints out here just quick to just divorce off of small things, right? They're gonna make it seem like it's big things, right? They'll go online and try to get the court of public opinion on their side, trying to get their feelings to be validated. The reason why they left made perfect sense. But most of the time, it just doesn't. It just doesn't make sense. They usually break homes and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, there's situations that I feel like the dudes are terrible. That okay, this girl got to get out of here, right? And she got to get out of this situation, right? And sometimes people change, but I also think with the dudes being terrible, most of the time the guys have showed somewhat red flags. But I mean, like I said, some people can change and everything, right? So I feel like as the future goes on, it's going to be less and less divorces. And once marriages are happening, I feel like people are going to understand the value of marriages more. But at the same breath, I feel like it's not going to really happen until they change divorce laws, right? Then women can't really be getting a lot of stuff and all that. Like, if we break up. It's 50-50 breakups. That's the thing that's also weird. When you guys get divorced, it's 50-50. But it's like, women don't want to go 50-50 though. Is that interesting? They don't want to go 50-50. But if you guys get a divorce, you split your assets 50-50. Yeah, that's why a lot of guys not get married, I'm telling you. But what do I know though? I'm just the guy on the internet, right? If you stay this long, man, I appreciate you. I love you. Make sure if you're hitting the subscribe button, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as with the post notifications. That way you'll always be one of the first to hear the voice. Same time, leave a like because I'm so damn insecure. Those likes definitely let me know I'm doing a stand-up job. Same time, share with your friends, your family, your loved ones, all that fun stuff. That's all I got to say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos. And I'm out.